Morning everyone, Coach Tom here. Today we're going to bring you through our stretch and strengthen class that we do. It's going to be a slightly modified version of it. And the first thing we want to do, we actually break the class into dynamic stretches at the beginning, okay, to warm us up, to get the blood flow into our muscles, get the blood flow into our joints, and get us ready for a workout. After the dynamic warm-ups, the dynamic stretches also we are going to do a very, very modified version of our workout. And then what you do after a workout is always your static stretches. And most of the class will be our static stretches. All right, first off, what we want to do is a dynamic stretch. We call them leg swings, and you've seen us do this before. And we change the angle. We're using the leg. We're swinging the leg. All right. I like to go both directions. We also, it's a good idea to go lateral. Work those hips a little bit. Get those loosened up. Come to the other side. And of course, 45 degrees back to work on our glutes. We'll go 4 or 5 on this side. Good. We also like our arm swings. This is good because it gets a lot of different muscle groups loosened up. A lot of shoulder, chest, back. There we go. Change direction. We can go the other side. And again, these would be some of the stretches you would do at the beginning of your workout, before your workout. You might do a little cardio, and then before you actually do your strength training, do these. All right, hugs. Good, good. Now we also like to work that lower body a little more. Do some high knees. Now these could be traveling high knees. You can move around a little bit if you have room. If you're outside, you can incorporate them into your walk. All right. And then butt kicks. We bring our heels up towards our butt. And again, if you want to move around a little bit, that's fine. Good. Now I like to do a few, this is also a body weight exercise. We step and stretch. Step and stretch. So this is a side lunge, but we incorporate a little stretch into it. All right. And then of course we have our squats. We really want to wake those glutes up. And we can do this as a warm-up. We could do like a half squat. Come down part of the way. Feet a little wide on your shoulders, toes pointed out, just to take a little stress off your knees. All right, we're just getting warmed up, getting ready for our workout. And we'll do 2 more. 2, 1. Good. All right, let's just do some side bends. Work that hip area a little more so our hands are up. You can do this if you have a ball, if you want to do it with a dumbbell. But as a stretch, you probably should just do it body weight with no props, no dumbbells. Good. Does feel good. Does feel good. Good. All right, now we're going to do the workout part. And this is, again, this will be a shortened version of it. If you have dumbbells, fine. If not, hey, let's today use some water bottles. Okay, I have some large water bottles which I can fit in my hand and not going to slip out and fall. And first up, we're just going to do some basic bicep curls. Elbows in, palms up. We're going to alternate side to side. And you can go at your own pace. Let's do a few more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's change it into a hammer curl. Palms are facing one another. Now we're going to work a little more on the forearms. Still the biceps, but we're going to add forearms. Again, we're going to alternate. And it's 3, 2, 1, and stop. Next up, you want to work a little more on the outside part of the shoulders. All right? So we are going to raise the water bottles up and back down, about shoulder height, elbows bent just a little bit. And by bending the elbows a little bit, it does take a little stress off your shoulder and lower back. All right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go overhead. So we're going to go up and down. You don't want the water bottles or dumbbells way out to your side. Puts a lot of stress on the shoulders. Just bring them in a little bit. We're going to go straight up and down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Next up is our single arm row. This will work the shoulders and back. We're going to stagger stance. We're going to bring the dumbbell water bottle down, and we're going to bring it straight up and back. Back nice and straight. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the other side. We're going to go here, right here. Nice, easy movement. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Feels good. I'm getting warmed up. I'm getting worked out. I can feel a little burn, a little sweat going. All right, now we're going to combine 2 of the exercises we just did, 2 of the warm-ups, and we're going to make it into one. And this is called a push press. So we're going to go about a half squat and a shoulder press or overhead press. All right? So we're going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Back nice and straight here. Down, up, and up, up, up. Excellent, excellent. Good. All right, we're going to put the water bottles or dumbbells down. We're going to bring our yoga block, which is excellent to take a little stress off your neck when you're down on the mat. All right, now we're going to do another body weight exercise. This is actually, some people consider it a stretch, and some people consider it a body weight exercise. It's actually a little of each. So what we want to do here is we're going to bring our leg back, all right, back nice and straight. We're going to bring our leg back and then back down. All right, these are straight leg hip extensions. And we're really working those glutes here, working that midsection a little bit, working the quads, definitely the lower abs. I can feel this. And let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go to the other side now. So leg back and forward, back and forward. Straight back, back nice and straight, and forward. Straight leg hip extension. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Now here, because you might feel in your lower back a little bit, let's just do a little child's pose. Just lean back just for a few seconds. Good, good. All right, I'm gonna go on my side, on my back. All right. Just gonna do a few single leg raises, lateral raise here. So I'm just gonna bring it up, and you can bring it up as high as you want. All right. Try to align everything, make sure everything's relatively straight. Okay. I'm gonna bring it up and down, up and down. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go to the other side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. Let's do a few more here. And stop. Good. All right, that would be considered our workout. Sure, we shortened it today a little bit. And now we're gonna do the stretches most of us do at the end of our workout. Now, some of you use some of these at the beginning, which is fine. Whatever works for you, whatever gets the muscles going, gets the blood flowing, feels good, stay with it, all right? But usually we would do these at the end of our workout. First one up is our elongation stretch. We're just gonna bring our arms behind us, try to reach back as far as we can. Some of you are gonna be able to get your arms right on the floor. Point your toes away from you. And just relax. Nice, easy breathing during this whole exercise period. Nice, easy breathing. In and out. Oh, that felt good. Next up, we're going to start working on our hips, so lower back. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. And this is when I definitely need that yoga block. I bring the knees into the chest. Now, if you want to feel a little more of a lower back stretch, you're going to just lift your head and then bring it down. You don't have to lift your head. If it's uncomfortable or it's putting too much stress on your neck, don't lift the head. Back is flat on the floor. Good. I don't want to bring one knee in. The other leg can be straight or bent, whatever's more comfortable for you. So we're going to bring our knee in towards the shoulder on the same side, and then we're going to bring it across our body. We're going to start to feel a stretch in our glutes, in our lower back, a little bit in our hip area, definitely. Now, some people like to straighten their leg out. That's fine. Wherever you feel that stretch. Try to keep your shoulders close to the floor if you can. Now, I'm going to bring this back to where I started, and then I'm going to bring it outside of my body frame. Good. Let's do the other leg now. Bring it in towards the shoulder on the same side. Hold that stretch. And we usually hold these 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds. Some of them, if you have time, 30 seconds. We're going to bring it across our body. Oh yeah, definitely feel that. It should never be a discomfort, a little discomfort, but it should never be ouch. If you feel ouch, stop whatever you're doing, readjust, modify, or don't do. And I'm going to bring the leg now back and to the outside. Excellent, excellent. Top part of my body in a T. Arms straight out, so I feel a little stretch in my shoulders, feet flat on the floor. And now I'm going to bring my knees together in one direction. And your head can stay neutral, or you can bring it the opposite direction. So I'm feeling this right now in my hip area, lower back, definitely my shoulders. And now the other way. Good. Next up, now this stretch, there's a few different versions. We're going to do the most basic one. I'm going to put my left ankle over my right knee, foot flat on the floor. And what I want to do is just help it out a little bit with my left hand here. Feel the stretch around my hips, my hip flexors. Now some of you like to raise that leg, bring the arm through and feel a little more in the glutes. That's fine. All right, I'm going to go to the other side. Right ankle over left knee. Help it out a little bit. And again, if you want to just raise it up a little bit, some of you would like to raise that foot up. That's fine. Wherever you feel the stretch. Good. Now just a basic hamstring stretch. We're just going to bring our leg up, help it out a little bit, feel that stretch. Your hamstrings extend from your glutes to the back of your knee. I feel that little stretch. Feels good. Going to hold it a few more seconds. Other side. Good. Now the opposite of our hamstrings are our quads, okay? Now what we want to do, we want to align our body so it's relatively straight, ankle aligned with the knee, knee with the hips, hip with the shoulders, shoulder with the elbow, all right? I'm going to put both legs out. Now the foot of the top leg is going to come back, so you're going to bend at the knee, make sure it's not uncomfortable, and I'm just going to try to bring my heel of the top leg towards my glutes. And you're definitely going to feel the stretch in your quads. And those are the muscles in the front part of your thigh. Oh, yeah. Now, sometimes we do this standing up. Today, we're doing it lying down. Let's go to the other side. Hold it a few more seconds. You want to feel that stretch. Good. Good. All right. Next up, we're going to go hands and knees. And I'm just going to, my feet are relatively close, knees apart. And we're going to do our version of child's pose. We're going to lean back, sit back, feel the stretch in a lot of different muscle groups. You're going to feel this all over your body, nice and relaxed. And we're going to come out of it. Now when you come out of it, you can go into, again, our version of a yoga move, kind of like a cobra. Hips come towards the floor, hands push through the floor, this relatively straight, all right? And I'm gonna feel my lower back. If that puts too much stress on your lower back, let's go down on our forearms, lying down. And we're gonna bring our head up, not too much, and feel it in our lower back. And then we come down and up. And then from here, I'm going to go back into child's pose for a few more seconds. And good. Good. All right. Now we'll give you a few seconds to stand up, to get up. And we're going to do a few standing stretches now. First up will be our wall stretch, our calf wall stretch. Put our hands about shoulder height, one foot back, heel up. And as we lean towards the wall, the heel comes down. Now we're going to go to the other side, heel up. Just if you are wearing socks, if you're doing this in socks, make sure you're not going to slip, okay, in any of these things. All right, I lean towards the wall, heel comes down, I feel into my calf, and now I'm going to add something to this. Watch what I do with my hands. I start to walk them up the wall. And now I'm incorporating into this stretch a shoulder stretch and back stretch too. Oh, yeah, feel in my shoulders, yes. All right, we want to work on the neck now a little bit. Feel good, I feel good. I'm going to look over my right shoulder now, okay? I'm going to look over my right shoulder. Nice, easy movement. I never bounce. I'm going to look forward, and I'm going to look left. And forward. Now I'm going to go down and up, never putting any extra stress on the neck, but still loosening up those muscles in your neck, upper back, shoulders a little bit. Good. We're going to work on the arms now and hands. We're going to stretch those muscles out. And it's a good stretch to do if you've been working at a computer. All right, you haven't been doing too much. These are good to do to wake those or stretch those muscles out in your arm, the wrist area, the hand. First up, hand up, pull back. Then I'm going to take that hand, turn it upside down. You'll feel a little different stretch. And now I want to turn that hand around. So that's the third part of it. Good. Let's go to the other side. Other hand. Pull back. Fingers down, palm away, arms straight, just about shoulder height. If you can't get the arms straight, a little bend, as long as you're feeling some kind of stretch and it's not bothering you too much. And we turn our hand down. Good. Excellent, excellent. All right, we're going to bring one arm out. We're going to bring it across our body. We're going to work the triceps and shoulders now. Now you can have it elbow to elbow. Some people like to put the hand under or use the hand to stretch, and some like to put it on top. Wherever you feel that stretch, that's good. Let's go to the other side. We're going to come across. Again, you can go on top if you want. Good. One arm out. The opposite hand on the front of that shoulder. I'm just going to reach back. Feel the stretch. If you have to turn to feel a stretch, that's fine. I'm trying to keep my belly button facing forward. But if you have to turn, it's okay. And now the other side. These stretches feel great. Especially after that workout we did. They feel really good. All right, now for our legs. Little lower body. Before we did a lateral lunge, so we were going back and forth. Now we're going to kind of get in a straddle position and just stretch one way and then stretch the other. I'm feeling the stretch in here. One way, hold it for a few seconds, and then the other way. Hands up. Before we did this back and forth, and we were going at a pretty good pace. We were going back and forth. Now we're going to slow it down a little bit. Good. Just going to slow it down a little bit. Feels really, really, really good. Excellent, excellent. All right. All right. Now we want to finish the static stretching. We bring our hands behind our head. And we reach back like we're going to pat ourselves on the back. All right, back nice and straight, easy breathing. And we're going to help it out a little bit. You're going to feel a stretch in your shoulder, your triceps, your back. Now I'm going to go the other side. Reach back, feel a stretch. Good. Now what we tried to do with those static stretches, we tried to hit every muscle group at least once. We actually did most or all muscle groups probably 2 or 3 times. There are many static stretches. You probably have some favorites you can add into your little workout, your little routine. These are some of the basic ones. In our stretch class, we do most of these, and we add a few more. And as we go along, we'll actually show you some of those stretches. All right? But it's very important that you stretch before your workout and after your workout. Extremely important. Well, until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong, and stay active.